I am Pam, and this is my channel Made by Pam. Today, I'm going to be doing a paint by number, and I am painting this, and it should turn out something like this. And so today, I'm only going to paint if I find any ones or twos that need to be painted, and I know there is a one. Ones or twos that need to be painted, and I know there is a one. Sorry about that. So I will be finish painting the 3s and the 4s. And then we'll see what to do after that. I'll probably schedule another live later. So let's go ahead without further ado and get started. Move you down and see what I'm seeing. Hello, welcome in. I am doing a paint by number, and I am going to be finishing the 3s and the 4s of the numbers. And after I paint, and then I will also be catching some like 2s or 1s that I may have missed. Like I have a 2 on here. I just saw it a second ago. But I have a 2 right here that I had missed last time. Hello, Cheryl. How are you? So glad you could join me. I know there is another stream going on. It's Carol's from TMT and Anne are doing a stream. But, you know, sometimes you gotta cut into somebody else's time. Hopefully everything is going good for you. Things are okay for me. I'm just doing a paint by number today. So I will be doing this frog picture. And I got this frog picture from New Craft Day. They do a lot of diamond dot painting and like cross stitch crafting. And if you're interested in ordering from New Craft Day, you can always use my code, which is made by Pam10, and you'll get a 10% off on your final order. But for the things I got from them, I kind of want to do them on the picture. Oh, coffee's good, right? I don't drink coffee, but I do like hot chocolate. But I'm cool with other people drinking coffee. Like my daughter drinks coffee. See, this was the only number 2 that I saw yesterday while I was looking. Maybe I'll touch up some other corners. But I'm sure there might be more number 2s or number 1s that pop up in the process of. So I'm so glad you could join me today, Cheryl. All right. Now I'm going to open up my number 3. And I did some of the number 3 yesterday. And so today I'm going to continue on with it. See what I can accomplish today. And I kind of go out of lines a little bit like a um, elementary kid. But with painting, that happens. It can't be expected to be perfect. I'm just using the paint brushes that came with the kit. And they seem to be working okay. I thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate the support. And I know sometimes it will take people a minute to find me. But I know a lot of them are in Carol's and Ann's live that they're doing right now. And that's okay. I already said my goodbyes to them. Told them I was leaving. So I could do this. And I like to show support to other channels also. Even if I can't stay the whole time, I do like to give a thumbs up. And maybe say hi, tell them I was there, but I can't stay. And that's okay too. Because sometimes life happens. My kids are home today. Well, my husband's home too. So I don't know how long I'll be able to be on. But I did let my husband know that I was doing this. But if I have to end, it's fine. I'm just going to try to do the number 3s and the number 4s. But that does take some time. Hello, Patty. How are you? So glad you could join me this morning. I'm just painting the number 3s right now. And then after I get the number 3s painted, depending on how much time I have, I will try to paint the number 4s. Don't know how much time I'll have. And it's not going to be a perfect painting because obviously I go out of the lines because this is paint. You can't expect it to stay in. Oh yes, gotta let that dog out. You don't want that dog to have a mess everywhere. My daughter has a dog, but thank goodness it doesn't live here. I guess as long as I don't call her the number 4s as a number 3, we're good. Like when I first started, you really tell for sure what the picture was going to be. But I see that since I've got this outlined here, it shows up. No, I have not done foundation paper piecing, I don't think. No, but I have used paper and sewed to it to make the tiny owl that I made on Aunt Beck's Creations. But no, I haven't done foundation paper piecing. But I have made a like a hexagon quilt, like kind of like the Mother's Flower Garden, I think is what it's called. Like I made that years and years ago. I guess when my niece was a baby. She's 21 now. So like 20 years ago, I made a hexagon blanket and gave it to my sister. Made it for my niece. And I just took the hexagon pieces and sewed them together. Later, I find people are like doing the foundation paper piecing. But the thing was, all I had was a template. Well, I think I made a template too. I think I saw it in a magazine or something, or in a sewing book. I'm not certainly sure. And so I took the template and I cut out a bunch of hexagons and sewed them all together. They weren't too small though. They weren't like teeny tiny ones. They were a decent size. Guess maybe, let's see, like maybe like this big. Not that you can really tell how big that is. But the general idea, like the pieces of the hexagons that I sewed together. And it didn't look glamorous. It wasn't like fantastic. But I'm still pretty proud of that. My sister does still have it. Sometimes I think I should probably borrow it from her and show it one of these days as one of my earlier pieces. And if you hear noise in the background, those are just my kids upstairs. My daughter is getting on the computer. For a minute, I lost where I was painting, and I would not remember where this went. That would not be good. I wanted to get into the small area with the smaller brush. And hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I do have my mic right there, so hopefully you can hear me. Well, that's not a problem, Cheryl. Go ahead, take your phone call. I'll be here for a while. You know, you get going and you don't realize how long it actually takes to do one of these. Like yesterday, I spent like 3 hours, told lots of odd stories of my childhood. Because what else do you talk about when you're streaming? It's different stories of your childhood. So if you have any questions, go ahead and ask them, and I'll try to answer them the best I can. So I'm recording this with my computer, with my laptop, with my camera on the front view. And then I'm watching chat with my phone. Because I can kind of see what the chat is, but I kind of have my computer screen angled down so I can see, so it can see what I'm doing. And hopefully it's seeing it well enough. I know it might be better if it was a device that was sitting overhead. But it's just easier on my computer. It's one of the reasons why I got the computer I got, is for this purpose. No, this is actually like one of my first paint by numbers, Patty. I haven't done a lot of paint by numbers. Like I might have some like color by number, like coloring books and stuff. But I really don't do a lot of this. Like when I was little, I might have done some like maybe some paint by number or some color by numbers. But what I mean by little is like in my 20s and below. So, and thinking back, I don't think I've ever really done something like this, per se. Like I have some color by number pictures, like you can use like a like use colored pencil or crayon or whatever and color it in, or even like gel pens or whatever. So I have some like coloring books like that I have bought in, but I haven't used them yet. And I've had them for a while. I don't know how long I've had them. I am in Utah. My son lives in Virginia. He is in the Navy. at the Navy base out there in Virginia. My brother lived in Virginia for a couple years with his work, and they thought he was going to settle out there. They'd bought a house and had one built and everything. And then he got an offer to come back to Utah. And so he came back to Utah. Yeah, I got this one from New Craft Day. So they said to pick out a diamond dot painting or cross stitch or something. And I was like, well, I don't really cross stitch much. I've done a little bit of cross stitching, but it's not my passion, cross stitching. And I saw that they had the paint by numbers things, and I saw the frog, and I'm like, oh, I want to do that. So this is the frog that I am painting. I'm just going through and finding the number 3s that I need to paint. I appreciate you coming back, Patty. I do also sometimes stream with Joni at Joni's Not So Fast Life. She does hers through StreamYard. I try to get StreamYard to work on my devices, like on my computer and stuff, and my computer does not want to cooperate with it. As me streaming myself, like actually setting up a stream. I can't, it won't let me do that. But joining somebody's StreamYard as they're streaming, so it's like piggybacking on the back of them, it works just fine. So Joni likes to do a craft and chat type thing, but she likes to do a kids one. So we like to get our little kids together. She has like a 6-year-old. Yeah, Kelly's 6. Or did she just turn 7? I don't remember. But I know she was 6. And she likes to do crafts with her mom. And, you know, some of that social interaction. And so Joni has set up like these little kids crafting times where the kids can get together and talk and interact with each other. And of course, my daughter likes to play Disappear, where she jumps up, says, "Here I am," and then she hides back on the table because the camera's not going to catch everything. And the kids really like to get together and do that. So we may be doing that later also. See if I have any other small number 3 areas. I'm pretty sure I do. There's always something here. Yeah, it's kind of hard to stream sometimes. Like, I would go on with Beth if she ever invited me. If I don't have too much else going on. Because when she goes on, my kids are usually home. Like, my kids are home right now, but it's still early, so they're not all awake making noise yet. Although some of them are awake. But my daughter, she was awake. And I think one of my sons has woken up. Well, one of the little ones is awake. I think it's Timo. And then I think my other. So at times he does like to come down and say, food. The StreamYard is kind of tricky sometimes. But I can get it to work to stream with somebody on my phone or on my computer. But I cannot get it to like link to like stream. And maybe because I was using 2 different email addresses that it didn't fully. It's just they didn't. My computer and the StreamYard did not want to communicate. And I don't know fully how it all works. Like, I thought about trying to start one on my phone and then join that stream from my computer. And I know you can be in the back room of the like, you can talk to the person that you're streaming with before you actually go live. Because I've done that with Joni a couple times. But I don't fully know how it all works, like the whole dynamics of it. Oh, really? Cheryl, you're going to tell Beth that I can stream with her? She usually has so many people streaming with her. So she has like Becca, Dana, and Renee. You don't need to get in the camera, buddy. I'm painting a picture. So my little 5-year-old.
They have not that white all the time.
What?
I'm not that white all the time.
Oh, there's nothing on the other side.
It's the cat.
Oh.
Holy, that was
So my little 5-year-old has come down to see what I was doing. Trying to see if I can see any more number 3s on there.
Let's see how to do it. And this way. And then 3 right there.
Yeah, good job. He spotted it for me. He spotted a number 3.
And you got the paint on that.
So I have a little like cup right here that I have full of water so I can reconstitute my brush.
Let's see how to turn another one.
Yeah, I thought about reaching out to Beth and seeing if she'd want me to join.
Hey. But I see how to try another number 3.
Joining for a couple minutes, maybe half hour. Now I don't do the 365 book. Sometimes I do draw what they're doing. I've done that a couple times, like when they did the snakes, like the rainbow snakes, and a couple other things I've done with them. Hi, Marty. How are you doing? So glad to see you here. Even if it's just for a moment, just passing through. I love to see my friends. And yes, I consider all of you guys my friends.
I want to paint again.
Oh, please don't stick your hand under there. And you can't paint this one. Okay, you know there's paints upstairs, right? You know those bottles of paints we used to paint Daniel's olivary?
Yeah.
Those are still upstairs.
Yeah,
Are they? Don't play with this.
Oh
My goodness. And you have your paint book upstairs.
I don't want to use my paint book.
You don't want to use your paint book. What do you want to use? You know what, Timo?
What?
We're going to do a craft and chat with Kelly, Joni's daughter, later. And she's going to want to do a kids craft and chat and talk to you. So if you want to paint or like even use colored pencils or something, I have a paint by number book that has a bunch of different pictures in it that's small that you can use. Okay?
On that number 3, I done.
I'm trying to think those bigger books are paint by numbers. I have some bigger they're like bigger pages, 11 by 14 or 11 by 8. No, they're like a 14 by 11 page maybe, or a 17 by 11 page that I have. All right, Marty, see you later. Thanks for stopping by, even if it was for a moment. Oh my goodness, Timo. You got quite a cough there.
Yeah.
He says it's his snack time. Want some crackers. Hello, Charles. Thank you so much for joining me, even if it's for a moment. Even if it's in passing, just to say hi. Welcome. So I'm doing a paint by number. I know some people, they'll get on and like, what are you doing? Like the title says it. But I'm doing a paint by number. And right now I'm working on the number 3s. that I can. And he left my door wide open. And I have a door in my sewing room. So he comes in. And then when they leave, they like to leave the door open. But if I get after him for it, they'll slam it. I'm just going to get up for just a second and close that door. Yeah, I have some diamond paintings, Cheryl. I have like maybe 3. Well, I have the diamond painting book. Like, so it's a little notebook that has a diamond painting design on it that I got. And then I have like an owl design. And I have a couple others, like maybe 2 other diamond painting designs that I picked up in the past. Like one of them I think I got from the thrift store. It was like still in the packaging. And I got it for like 75 cents, I think. So it has all the diamonds and all the different stuff that you need for it. You know, I get my paintbrush with paint on it, and then I sit there and spend too much time looking for the next number. So I guess since I'm not readily seeing the next number 3, I can move on and start with number 4. So I'm just doing the number 3s and the number 4s, and if I find any 2s or 1s that need to be filled in. Okay, I'll show you the diamond book really quick. Like, it's just like a diamond painting like book. Like, it's like a notebook, and it's just you diamond paint on the front of it. I'm going to move my camera up really quick. So this is the book I'm talking about. I have a little elephant design, and it's just a notebook. It's a notebook with some paper, but it's just got a little diamond design on the front. And that also came from New Craft Day. And so it came with the diamonds and the little tool and the little tray. And then I also have a owl diamond painting. That would be cool if they had like little diamond painting book that talked about it. But I haven't seen anything like that. Oh, I don't know. No, you guys aren't seeing the glare from that. It's like I'm seeing kind of a glare when I look in the screen. But you guys may not be. It was just a reflection from my computer. Oh, I found another number 3 after I already tried to close things off. I might have enough of this paint left in the... And I can always go back and touch it up later if I need to. But if I can get like the basic parts of it, we're good. I know some people would be appalled at how I'm using my paintbrush. Yeah, they do need lots of table space. I have a 35 by a 70. The table here, like the mat I have, it's a 35 by 70. But I do have to like move things out of the way. Make sure I got that one cleaned off. But that little like notebook thing will work perfect, like in the space that I have. Like I would like to really put this on some wood, like the wood canvas things, so that it can be displayed. Because I'm thinking I'm going to hang it up in my bedroom. All right, so now I'm going to start on the number 4s. I just looking at this. I guess that's number 1. This is a spot that I saw yesterday that I was like, oh yeah, that's where I need to finish doing the number 1. Because I did most of it with this bigger paintbrush. And then I went to the next area with the big paintbrush. But I never came back in with the small one and finished this part up. Like, that's just right along here. Because then I couldn't find it again. I didn't even see it yesterday when I was searching things. But I was also running out of time because I had to go get my kids from school. And I did get my kids from school and I was on time. I still had like 10 minutes to spare getting them. Because I got there and still had to wait 10 minutes. But I was able to find a spot to park so that they could find me. Well, mostly so my 12-year-old could find me. Because he's in the junior high. But the good thing about their school is that elementary and the junior high share the same parking lot. Because they go to a charter school. The magazine. Oh, so you watch someone on TikTok that lives in Utah. Yeah, there's quite a few people that live in Utah. Depends on what couple you're talking about. I know there's some other couples that do a lot of YouTube videos that also live out here. Like a lot of them live in Salt Lake. Granted, I don't think I've ever like met them in person, which is fine. It's the younger generation, you know. And I have not seen Janet Nash's magazine portrait of a bird. I plan on going on there and watching. I just haven't done it yet. But I will. I'll have to make a note of that to go on there later and watch that. Sometimes it is difficult to catch up with everybody. Well, last night I was showing my husband some pictures that the artsy nurse had painted. I don't know if you guys follow the artsy nurse. Another YouTuber. She does a lot of paintings and stuff. Like she sketches out her picture and then paints them. And she uses reference photos to sketch them out. And she does her own twists and turns on them and her takes and stuff. But I was showing him like some of the latest pictures that she has done. Now, the artsy nurse, she sometimes will stop in some of the live streams. That's how I found her. I've seen her in some of the live streams. Couldn't tell you which one it was. Because she is a nurse. Oh, and I know that Shannon from the Art Junkie recommended her also. I think in her shout out last week. But yeah. So this week, well, last week and this week, last week she did a skeleton with an eye popping out of its head, out of its eye socket, and propped up in the brain, like the skull of the thing with a bunch of candy. And I know for some that's kind of gruesome and gory and stuff. But her details to everything is phenomenal. Like, so good. This week she took a mummy and a zombie and combined them together. So she does like 3 different reference photos and kind of combines those 3 different reference photos. How she wants, you know. And starts painting them. And the painting, it is so good. It's like phenomenon. Or phenomenal. Yeah. It's very detailed. So, and she doesn't always do the bloody, gory, gross stuff. She does do like florals and those other kind of things too. It's just being so close to Halloween, she decided to do that other stuff. But she is really talented. And she's a nurse. And so she was injured for a little bit. And then she has gotten cleared to go back to work. So she's going to go back to work this next week. And then she will still do her live streams. Like yesterday, her stream was like 2 o'clock my time. My time's mountain time. And so at 2 o'clock she came off. Some of these collars look so close together. Hi, Joni. How are you doing today? So, Joni, I have a question for you really quick. I noticed that you scheduled the kids' craft time at 9:30 this morning. Well, my time 9:30, 11:30 your time, I guess. Because you're 2 hours ahead of me. So is that happening today or tomorrow? If it's happening today, that's cool. Because we can do that. Oh, just fine. Because I'm only doing the number 4s, and if there's any 3s or 1s or 2s that I missed out on this, I will do those. But I know with how many 4s there are, it's supposed to be 11:30 my time. No, Patty, I haven't made Halloween costumes for my kids. I should have. They asked like months ago. And I was like, oh, I still have time. And then September was Project Dress a Girl. And so I did that. And then, just everything else. Now it's October and Halloween is in a couple days. And no costumes made. I have plenty of patterns to make costumes. It's not the lack of patterns or even the lack of fabric. I may not have exactly the fabric that they would want for their costume per se, but I don't have a lack of fabric. I guess a lack of ambition is what it is. So if you want it to be 11:30 my time, Joni, make it 1:30 your time. And then it should pull up as 11:30 my time. And it's supposed to be for today, right, Joni? It said it was today. And that's fine too, if it's today. As long as Kelly's okay with it. Because Timo wants to do some painting. He came down earlier saying he wanted to paint. And so I have like a paint by number coloring book thing that I can let him color in or paint in or whatever. And hopefully it's just the one-sided pictures and not like a picture on both sides. I know in school they do those little worksheets that have the kids like coloring in like the different colors and stuff. Of the activities happening at my house. Okay, yeah, today is great. We're good with today, Joni. But I always have something going on at my house when my kids are home. But we are all good. And I know Timo will be so excited. Because I told him that later we were going to have a kids' craft time with Kelly. And he was so excited. I told him that he would be able to paint. Because he'll come down and he'll see my little things of paint. And he'll like, I want to paint. And I always have to tell him. Because he always comes down at like 9 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night, saying he wants to paint. I kind of have to say, yeah, well, sorry, it's kind of too late to paint at the moment. Especially, like, when he comes down at, like, 8 o'clock and they've got school in the morning. And that's definitely too late to paint. We is doing electrical on the shop, and tomorrow is going to be a bit chaotic. Today is better. Oh, yeah, today is just fine, Joni. Electrical is lots of fun, Joni. I've done my share of electrical. Well, yesterday when I got done with this, when I had gone to pick up my kids, later I noticed I had paint all over my hands and on my arms. I'm thinking, oh, I wonder if I'm going to have paint all over my shirt too, because I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt. Trying to see if I find any small section 4s. So yesterday I had this switched around the other way. And I kind of have to have it sideways because of the size it is. Hello, Art Curious. And Janet Nash. So good to see you. No, this is on a canvas. I got this from Craft Day. It's like a art thing, like New Craft Day. And they had reached out to me a couple months ago and asked me if I was interested in collabing with them and like basically getting their product and doing a video on it. And so I did my unboxing video, because that's all they really ask. But during that video, I kind of mentioned that I would want to do these like pictures on video. Like if I'm working on the diamond dots or the paint by numbers, I'd want to do it on video. And I'd want to do it a live stream. I'm good with newbies, Patty. Everybody was a newbie at some time. Or did you guys just like hop on the train, Janet, and ride it over from Carol? Yeah, I said goodbye in Carol's session and started this. I had planned to do this. I scheduled this yesterday. Because I figured I could get a little bit done before all of my kids wake up and start coming down and bugging me. So they can bug him. I'll be home for a couple more days. Well, he is going to go visit his brother later. Because it'll be the last time to visit him for a while.
Mom.
And there is Timothy.
Mom.
What, Timo?
It's in Roblox. That dog. Roblox.
Oh, there's something on Roblox. It costs Roblox.
Roblox.
Robux.
I never done that dog here. Well, that I really Roblox.
Well, I'm not getting you Robux.
Because I really want to play that game.
You really want to play that game?
Yeah.
Really?
And it tell me that I need Robux.
Oh.
That's in the
Well, then you better do something else because you don't get any Robux. I know, that makes you angry, huh?
Dad, I don't want to it.
No, don't spill my garbage can.
I am done to it.
No.
What?
I can lock you out of here. You know, I do have a lock on my door.
Mom, you let me Robux, then I never play that
Yeah, I don't get Robux.
But I want the Robux. And it's really money. A Robux this dog. I need Robux this dog to play that game.
Well, Janet, I'm just doing a paint by number, and I am painting a frog. I started this yesterday morning. So yesterday I started at 9 and went until about noon. Stop it.
Why?
Because you're not getting Robux. I don't support that.
That if you buy Robux to me, then I'll not do anything.
Yeah, but I don't support Robux. I didn't even want you guys to download the game.
Why?
Why?
That game without Harry stop it.
Because it wants you to pay for everything, and I don't approve. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
No. He said I really want Robux.
Okay, Art Curious. Take your time. Oh, do we have a problem with audio? Art Curious? Stop it, Timothy Michael. Stop it.
What?
You're being very naughty.
You're being very naughty. You're being very
Yeah, go talk to your dad.
You're being very naughty.
Go talk to your dad. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, no craft time with Kelly later. If you want craft time, you'll stop. We'll do craft time in a couple hours, okay? Sorry about that, Joni. Yeah. The problem with stupid Minecraft and Roblox, like, Minecraft's okay because they're playing it on their uncle's server, which is fine. But my 10 is so so insistent on Roblox. And I remember when my oldest, he's 22 now, but when he was that age, he started playing Roblox. And then something happened and it caused viruses in the computer. And luckily, the uncle was able to fix it. But it always wants you to pay for something. And it drives me crazy. They're always wanting something. Granted, there are a couple games that I do like occasionally pay a little bit for. Well, I guess one game. I only really play one game on my phone. And I have been playing this game on my phone for like over 5 years now. Yeah, those viruses, and yes, the commercial things. Like, I try to limit my kids' YouTube time, like, as them watching. If they're crafting with me, that's cool. I'm okay with that. But some of the things that they show on YouTube. So my son, he was watching like a little Sonic show, and he was watching it on his computer. They were doing kind of a live type thing. And I see on there these bots that pop up. So I try to like block those bots, but it wouldn't let me because obviously he's not like logged into any specific account. He's just like on the computer watching these shows. And so I tell him that he needs to put it full screen if he's going to watch it. He gets upset at me. I'm like, I don't need you seeing the comments that are in the live comment field. It's not appropriate. And these are aimed like on little kid like videos. And it's just like it wasn't someone, it was just them showing a video like Sonic video type thing. But yeah, super obnoxious. Try to take YouTube away from them on their tablets. Because sometimes they will watch things that it's like really? Do you need to watch that? Because it's not like it's a crafting channel or, that different kind of stuff. It's like, well, my daughter likes to watch Now, and that's not so bad. But some of the other channels and stuff, and then some of the commercials are really obnoxious.
I know how much Roblox that cost.
How much?
They only thought a little bit Roblox. And more.
Yeah, and then it will be a lot of it, and a lot more, and a lot more after that.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to do that.
That Mom.
But what?
Like, I know how much Roblox that, like, everything on the time of Roblox. And that's $4.99.
$4.99?
Yeah.
And 99? That's like $5. Do you have $5?
No.
Nope, so I guess that's a no. Because I don't have $5 to spend on that.
And I told
I don't even have $1 to
I
spend
told
on.
$1 yeah.
Now, don't be stealing her monies.
Why?
Because it's not yours, it's hers. We
That
don't steal each other's monies.
yeah, I don't have. That yeah, I don't. Mom, I don't have that dollar for it.
Me neither. I don't have any dollars for it.
Oh, Mom, that means that.
Because I don't do dollars for Robux.
That means some dollars.
Well, I'm not going to give you some dollars.
Why? Because I want Robux.
The struggles of being a kid. Lovely, isn't it?
No.
Don't bang your head. You'll give yourself a headache. And then you'll have owies. Do you like owies?
God.
And you want to go on with Joni and Kelly later, right?
Table.
We're going to go on at 30 with Joni and Kelly. Does that sound like fun?
Yeah. You don't let me
Because Joni and Kelly are so excited to go on with you.
I don't get any over there. That would stay on the table.
They do have YouTube for kids, Cheryl. But the thing is, with YouTube for kids, it's still gives stupid commercials that are like adult themed commercials and stuff. And it gets really obnoxious.
Okay.
You're going to strengthen your hand strength with that.
Don't take. How much behind? Then the 10 night what? 10 date. What, Mom? Mom, what? 10 night.
10 plus 10
Yeah.
is 20.
I do that other day.
How do I know that? Really? You're asking me how I know that?
Tell me.
Yeah, I know, Cheryl. That's why
One more.
I really try to limit it for my kids.
I want.
It doesn't always work.
Yeah. I did one more. I did. Then I need to do it. And now do the what? I can't do the now. Okay. Why was it blue like that?
Kind of lose like where I saw I wanted to paint stuff at.
I would not eat.
Oh, you're looking at my beads?
Yeah. I don't want them to all. I don't want all them.
Time to rinse off the brushes.
I want nothing. That balloon was that white-headed then. Okay, Mom?
Yeah, we do try to protect our kids. And it does make it difficult because they want to watch YouTube like all the time. It's crazy.
Mom, I need things
But
to
the thing
internet
is,
already.
we have other streaming sites that they can watch. Like they can watch Netflix. They can watch Disney.
Mom,
They can watch
I
TV.
don't know we want YouTube.
No, you don't need to watch YouTube.
Yeah, we can. Nah. Mom, I need the wanting to let you know. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Like I get to a point where sometimes after I do number 4, like for my next stream, I'm gonna jump to like the number 23s.
Mom,
and I know that's kind of a little like odd to jump to 23. But I see like a lot of little 23s that would benefit from being filled in.
20. Oh, we need 20.
And some of the 23s, it would be very beneficial.
Like, I'm 20. I'm 20 indeed. Okay, Mom? Mom, I'm 20 indeed.
Yeah, the outside world, Joni.
Mom, I'm 20 and all these. Oh, we don't need like a do not until that all these.
And I guess in one way I do like kind of help contribute to
Mom, how many doing for all these?
Addiction of watching stuff.
Because
I do provide them with a device.
Then I to run away.
Because you're very loud.
Mom, how many did I doing for all
Yeah,
of
I know. Like even Hulu does commercials. Stop it, Timothy Michael.
Mom, how many is
like
doing?
I know Hulu does commercials.
Mom, how many
But with
is
Hulu, you can get on like the no commercial plan. But there are a couple of shows that do require Hulu to show a commercial before and after the show, even if you're on the no commercial plan, which is fine. The only reason why I got the commercial no commercial plan.
Mom did take one away.
Well, then put them back in the bag.
That I want to
Well, the only reasons why I got the no commercial plan is because my son, he was in Japan at the moment, and
I want to them.
He was having trouble with stuff. Well, and we wanted to add on an extra user on the account.
Get it? Where are you hiding there, Daddy? Mom, you say he did it. Mom, why?
Oh my.
For you will let your teacher.
I'm so sorry
for you say he did it.
The very loud background noise.
For all these. Okay, Mom. Or you say he did it.
Always use safety scissors.
Yeah, but you will cut your thing.
You'll cut your fingers.
No, you will. Yeah,
I will.
Yeah, you don't use them for half a day.
If I don't use them for half a day, I'll cut my fingers?
Yeah.
Well, that sounds scary.
Well, that's why I told you. How are you taking?
That's why he showed me how to use safety scissors. They're so cute.
It said, no telling said that I'm told to he is there. So I want more tomato one. Is it like that day, one? I thought I would it. Okay, Mom.
Yeah, Joni, at one point, I thought about moving out, like, in the country area. I thought that would have been kind of nice. But that didn't happen.
Yeah.
So I don't live in, like, the center part of the city. It's kind of like the...
What am this?
That's like a collar safe marker thing. For, like,
I
collar safe paper.
it.
I don't think I have the right paper for it yet. We have to find it. Like a collar safe paper. And I don't know if it works or not.
I don't know that you want to pay it.
Oh yeah, presents of new toys if she doesn't play with the old ones. And she can't watch TV till you've done book work. Yeah, that totally makes sense, Joni.
I don't know what they told you. Buy another one. And Toddy, you don't know what it looked like. Then
So the other day, I had to go get my son's meds from CVS. Well, one med. I went and got. And so right next to it is like a little burger shop type thing. So I got myself a drink and a shake because it's called Jake's Over the Top. And so I went and got a hamburger and some fries and a drink.
That I take salad.
And
I thought you knew anything.
I got that. And then I went to another store. Like I went to Harbor Freight. So they had to get a tool thing for my heat gun. But the other tool thing I got, it ended up...
I think I want the
oh, I'm painting the wrong thing. Uh-oh.
Mom, I did want
to be bad. If I could just erase that, I'd like totally painted where I wasn't supposed to. Stop it, Timothy Michael.
I don't know what is it.
But I gone to Harbor Freight to get the tool, and then I got a big... Oh, I just found a number 3.
Mom.
And so I got a shelf unit. And I'm thinking in the back area, like on the back wall. I have a lot of bags and stuff stacked up.
I want to help you.
But I was thinking,
Mom, I hope you did that.
No. I was thinking I could take and set up that shelf. Maybe organize some of the fabric a little bit. Basically, it means I can stack it taller. But it's like a 6-foot shelf. Well, my ceiling is like barely over 6 feet. It's not the tallest ceiling. But I can touch it when I stand up. Stop it, Timothy Michael!
What?
Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, guys.
You
I'll
didn't.
talk to you later, Cheryl. I'll see
Okay.
you around in different chats. You have a good day.
I never stop doing that. Nana, you did that today.
Oh, so I didn't swap it, Joni. But yesterday I did. Like after I took my son to therapy yesterday afternoon. And while I was taking him to therapy, because there's like a Harbor Freight like down the street from his therapy place. And his therapy lasts like 45 minutes. And so I went to the Harbor Freight.
Mom.
And went in there.
Mom, I want to
and
go
I got
to it. I want to go to a play store.
And so luckily they had some of those the attachments.
I want new toys and I don't have enough toys.
You have
to
enough
play
toys. You have like 1 million toys. Go look in your toy boxes.
But I don't want one more.
No, not right now. Maybe for Christmas or your birthday. Your birthday will be coming up here in a month. Like in less than a month, it will be your birthday. Then I will take you to the store and I'll let you pick out one gift. Oh, so is he going to let you use the heat gun in your crafts, Joni? Stop it. Yeah, I love how all the greens come together.
I didn't know that one. Now. I didn't know that one.
I am so sorry, guys. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, guys. I warned him if he couldn't behave, I was going to have to lock the door. Trying to find the other number 4s. I see a couple over here. And I know there was other ones that like other spots like number 1s and number 3s and number 2s that I did not finish yet. Oh yeah, new toys. Oh, I love the new toys. Oh, so I was telling you, Joni, I did get and everybody else, I did get another heat gun. So the heat gun that fits the attachments is their cheaper one, which was the $16.99 one. Because I even tried it with their like more expensive one that they had sitting there. And the more expensive one does come with 3 attachments, but I didn't want to spend $70 on a heat gun. Like spending $40 on was more than enough. And then I also got the warranty on it. But it has different settings on it. But the $17 one, $16.99, it is the one that fits the attachments. So I did get the other heat gun, but I still have the other one still. I'm debating whether I want to take it back or if I just want to try to use both of them. Because one does have the different like heat settings. And I don't need the attachments all the time. I just thought the attachments would be nice to have. But I did get like a shelf unit to put back there the other day when I went to Harbor Freight. I haven't brought it in out of the vehicle yet because, well, I figure when my husband leaves next week, because he'll be leaving for his for the mobility service for the Army, that will be a perfect time to kind of move things out and like move them upstairs. Because to do all that, like if I'm moving stuff, I want to be able to like move it around and be able to clean in the process. So I want to kind of clean and organize while I'm moving things and reorganizing things. And I do try to like clean at least once a year. Like the different areas. So I know in February earlier this year, I went and moved everything, well, almost everything, not like absolutely everything, but like all of my craft stuff and that. I moved it out of that back room that I store it in, and I like made fabric bags that I could put everything in. Basically, I used my stash to store my stash. And then sometimes I do add to my stash, because that's just the way things are. But I try to like do a deep clean at least once a year in each space. So I know I did clean this outer space that I craft in. I did clean that last year. And usually when I'm cleaning and stuff, it's usually when my husband is gone. Like if I'm cleaning my craft rooms, well, my craft space, it's when my husband is gone. And it's usually when he's gone for, oh, I just found another number 3. Maybe that number 3 that I just found is one where I started and then got sidetracked with other things. Isn't that the way it goes? Well, this time around, Joni, he is going to be gone for a year. He will come home, but he'll let me know before he comes home. I hope. Because if he comes home, he's going to fly on the airplane to come home. But to get out there, he's going to drive his car. So he's going to take his car so he has transportation. But we were talking about it yesterday. And we were talking about if when he comes home for visits, it would be better if he flies out and then I could just pick him up from the airport. And he was telling that to some of his soldiers too, because some of them were saying that they would just drive home when it's time to go for visits. And he's like, why? You know how long that's going to take to drive home? Like, you can hop on a plane and you can be home in a couple hours. But if you're driving, it's going to take you a couple days. And so, if he comes home and visits, don't know when he's going to yet. Yeah, it's for the Army, Joni. They work in the finance division, and so they're handling like the finance portion for deploying soldiers and incoming soldiers. So ones that are getting ready to leave and ones that are coming back. They want to make sure that their finances are where they need to be, and they do the pay and stuff. So yeah, a year is a long time, but it's okay. And depending on what happens, they could serve less time. And I understood that all when we got married. Like, really, even before we, before we got married, because, we talk about it sometimes, because he served Afghanistan. He did Afghanistan before we got married. And no. He served in Iraq before we got married. And Afghanistan was after we got married. So it's been like 12 years since he's been deployed or any of that. Like, he goes to his trainings and stuff, and sometimes they're a month or a couple weeks long, no big deal, you know. But yeah, he'll be gone for a year. But the good thing there, like where he's staying, he's going to be able to stay in a hotel. And I know some people say, oh, why? Why stay in a hotel when you could get like an apartment or something? Well, there's a lot of benefits to a hotel if you're just going to be staying for a year. Because a hotel, so if you need clean towels, you can contact the hotel. You can let them know, hey, I need clean towels. You can let them know if you need your bedding changed. They'll come in and change your bedding for you. They'll come in and do like a clean, like they can vacuum the floors and stuff, because I don't think they're going to have a vacuum in the closet for you to use to clean your own floors. They do have a stove. They have a stove top. They don't have an oven in the one he's staying at, but he's like, it's just going to be me. I'm not cooking for a big family when I'm down there. And there's going to be a microwave. Well, I don't think they do room service in the hotel that he's going to. He's doing like a Residence Inn by Marriott. And it's a long-term stay type thing. So I don't think it's going to have any like room service. but they do offer breakfast every day. And so they do allow like a food per diem that the army provides for the soldiers. So they're allowed so much per day. And but he knows he's not going to have to spend that much for food. Well, and he's staying in a hotel that does the breakfast. And like the breakfast for most of them are like their main meal of the day. Like especially my husband if he's doing stuff like that. Cuz he's not having to pay for the breakfast. It's part of the room. Granted they don't have like personal laundry services where he can just take his clothes down and wash them. But he's okay with going to a laundromat. And I think they have a coin-operated laundry room that he can use to wash his laundry. And he's okay with that. Because using the laundry services that they have at the hotel, well, like him doing the laundry, he said maybe once a week he's going to have to do laundry. And doing it that way, and then him having the free breakfast every day, it's gonna like more than pay for itself. Because the per diem for the food is just going into the soldiers' personal accounts. So they can use it as they see fit. The money for the rooms goes into a different account. Because they don't see any of the difference for the room. Had a friend who was a middleman for recycling companies, and he only stayed in long stay hotels because he was just never that much. His favorite was You turned him down, huh, Joni? Some things just work out for the better, you know? Crazy how fast time flies when doing this. Like I say, I'm not a professional painter or anything. You know, I paint stuff. Like I painted walls in my house and stuff with a big roller. Well, like intricate, like detailed stuff like this. It's I don't always stay in the lines. Not the way it is. All right. Enjoy your dinner, Janet. Thank you for stopping by. I sure appreciate it. Hi, Daria. How are you doing? So glad you could join me. Yeah, Daria, last night I was on the live with, well, I joined the video with Kay, like on Kay's channel. So I got a couple of good items from that sale that Misty and Kay and was it Linda or Lydia? I don't do a lot of painting, but I got this paint by number thing from New Craft Day. And I really liked it because it was a frog. Because I like frogs. Now, I don't ever want to have a pet frog again. They stink. But I do like frogs. Like, I have a lot of those little tiny frog toys and stuff that I have. Just going through, seeing if I can find any more number 4s. You know, I like get more paint on my paintbrush. Then I spend half the time looking for the number as the paint sits there and dries on the paintbrush. Now, I kind of like to do a little bit of everything. Yeah. You, Misty, Wendy, Kay, and you. Yeah, the numbers are pretty decent size. So today I'm just like painting the number 4s and the number 3s and some of the number 2s or 1s that I may have forgotten about. Like, I get sidetracked and forget to paint it. Like, I saw some number 3s that I had started to paint part of it, and then, I get sidetracked, busy doing something, and I don't get the whole section painted. Like, I think after I get like all the 3s and 4s and 1s and 2s like completed, because I know there's some 1s that I like didn't finish painting the whole thing that I do need to go through and finish. After I get that done, I think I'm gonna like go to number 23. Normally I would try to like paint like in order. Like the next one would be number 5. But I see a lot of number 23s that are in between these other number here that I'm painting that I think, I should probably go through and paint number 23. I got this from New Craft Day. So they reached out to me a couple months ago and offered like to do a collaboration. So they offered me a certain amount. So I think they said $23 was my limit. And so they offered me to choose out some items from their website, and they would cover the cost of the items and send them to me. The stipulation is that I do a video. So like in with them, like do like a unboxing video. So I did an unboxing video when I got the items and showed them and everything. And I just found another number 4 that I missed. But yeah, so there is a code if you want to order from New Craft Day that you can get a 10% off discount. When you go on, you could in the promotion code you could go the discount. Okay, I can send you a link, Drea. There is also a link on my video, the New Craft Day video that I did. There is a link on there too. And it also does show the discount code that you can use, which is made by Pam 10. And that will give you a 10% discount. But they also do have the diamond painting stuff. And they also do cross stitch things. So I got a diamond painting, which I have this wrapped up in the thing, but it's of an owl. And then I have the other diamond painting thing I have. I'll take it out of the package again really quick so you can see it, Drea. Like they have, there was a elephant. And that's a diamond painting thing. Until they, like, kind of when they were contacting me, said choose from diamond paintings and cross stitch stuff. But I saw their paint number thing, and they didn't, like, discourage against getting the paint by numbers, which is good. Because I really liked the picture. And I was like, I could do a paint by number thing. That would be pretty cool. I know a second ago I saw the number 4. Thing with this, I see the numbers as I'm doing something, and then I forget where I saw them. And I'm sure it's not only me that this happens to. You know? Like, probably when I find this number 4 and paint it in, I'll probably find another number 3 that needs to be painted in. And then I'll see other areas that I didn't finish also. Yeah. Oh, there's the number 4. Yeah, so the elephant one, it's like a little notebook. And I thought that would be really cool to do the little notebook thing. Well, not only that, but it's like little sketch paper notebook. So it's not like line paper, it's like a little sketchbook. So it's really cool. And I'm all for the blank pages. You know, sometimes I'll go to a store and I'd be looking around and I'll see something and it's at a really good deal. It's a really cool notebook. And I'll get it. Not that I need it. Don't. But I think it looks cool. And it will serve some purpose. Like last night during Kay's cell, can't remember what color that one is. I think that was number 4, I think. But I will see stuff and I'll get it. Like, so last night during Kay's cell, one of them was doing a little notebook thing. She was selling the little notebooks, like little small ones. And they had cool designs on them and stuff. And so I decided to get one. You know, I try to buy like 1 or 2 items from each vendor that was showing last night to you. Because I want to support them. It may not always be friendly on the pocketbook. Stop. I don't know. Ask Daddy. Well, my daughter was asking how to spell something. I told her to go ask her dad. Oh, yes. Oh, that one, I think, was supposed to be a number. That's supposed to be. I don't know. Which one was that supposed to be? He's not here. Where did he go? Did you look in the bathrooms? I don't know if I painted that the right color or not. Yeah, the pocketbook thing. Like, I don't even know what color I was supposed to paint that one in. Was it supposed to be number 3? Did I just, like, not finish it? No, I think it's supposed to be number 4. Like I said, this may not look like 100% like the picture, which is a given with a paint by number. And the lines will be kind of all over the place. Because that's the way things are. Now I know there was some number ones that I was supposed to paint in. So I'm not seeing. Oh. Sorry about that. I had to sneeze really fast. So I know there was some number ones I saw earlier as I was painting that I hadn't finished painting through last time. When I saw them while I was looking at this earlier. Oh yeah, right there. I found my spot I was looking for. Because I knew it was on this side. It was because it was a skinny little area. After I do this, get those other spots that I missed caught up on, I'll kind of do like a run through and kind of look at the different spots and see if there's any spots that I missed with the numbers. And try to remember where they are so I can catch it up next time. But I think the next stream that I do, trying to decide if I want to try for tomorrow, because I'll be doing number 23 tomorrow. I'm going to try to fill in all the number 23s. I know I want to do a lot of it when my kids are at school, because doing it while they're at school is going to be better, because they are noisy and they do like. And I'll give this time to dry. I know the paint does dry quite fast. That's why a lot of the times when I'm using the paint, I'll like close the lid back up a little bit so that it's not like fully exposed, because I want to make sure that you can see. So let's see. I'm thinking part of number 3 here. Is it number 3 or number 4? It's a darker one. So I just found part of number 3 that I did not. Nope, it's number 4 actually. Yep, that's a number 4. So I will catch that in while I can still see it and find it. So I can try to do a stream tomorrow for an hour or two doing number 23. And I'll try to, I'm going to try to do a little bit each day, maybe. Like, I know Kathy Cal isn't going to be streaming on Tuesday because she is going to be going to Texas to visit her mom. And so she has canceled that stream. And I'm sure there'll be others. The brand name of this project, it is from New Craft Day. So I don't know the full brand name, but it's from New Craft Day. And this just has like a little product code on the bottom, which says M303. So when this is done, it's supposed to look kind of like that. So hopefully, I know it won't look fully like it because I don't fully stay in the lines. But it's all okay. But it's coming out pretty good so far. But I think that's probably all the time I have for now. I think I got all of my 4s. And I think I have caught up on the 3s and the 2s and the 1s. And then if there is any that do come up, I can touch them up later as I'm going. But I'm going to try to come back on and do the number 23s. I think of what this one was. I think I see a spot where it's supposed to have the lighter areas. No, that one's too dark. And Joni is getting set up for her stream later. But our kids are going to go on and we are going to stream for a little bit together with our kids. They're going to do their little craft thing. That'll give me time and I can get my kids something to eat if they haven't eaten already and get them prepared and get my space set up. Find some paints for my son to use. I have like watercolors and colored pencils and crayons and markers and everything else. No, I have a lot of stuff. And I can get those set up and for them to do. Like my son kind of wants to do a paint by number type thing. But I have a little notebook, a little book that has some paint by number, like a coloring book. So I will let him use that and do that. My picture so far, it's starting to look more like a frog and all the different colors in there. And I'm going to do the number 23 next because the 23s are going to go in these white in between spaces here. And that will kind of complete that. And we'll see what I can get done with the 23s the next time. Like 23, this is like a big area here of the 23 right here. So we'll do that. So maybe I'll schedule it for tomorrow and I can come back on tomorrow morning and do this again for an hour or two. We'll see how long I can make it last. And sounds great. I will see you in about an hour, Joni, and I will stream again. Go ahead and lift you up so you can see me. So I will stream again tomorrow. I'm thinking 8 o'clock was a pretty good time. I can do 8 o'clock again tomorrow, Mountain Time. And then on Monday, I might try again, but it would probably be more closer to 9 o'clock that I could stream. And then I know on Tuesday, Kathy isn't going to be streaming. And she usually streams from like 8 to 10, 10:30. But she won't be streaming. But I might be able to come on from like 9 on. So we'll see what happens with everything. During the weekdays, I'm not able to come on till about 9 o'clock. So, but on the weekends, I can come on earlier. Yeah, so make sure you use that 10% off code also, Patty. You can get 10% off your order by just doing like the Made by Pam 10, and you can get 10% off. All right. Well, thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you all have a wonderful day and stay creative. Talk to you next time. Bye now.